Bears absolutely suck this year, man. It's incredible how bad this team is. The Vikings just whooped their ass. Sam Darnold went 2 for 40, not a great game. 231, one touchdown, one pick. They won 30-12. Aaron Jones with 106 yards, a touchdown, 18 carries. On everything carries, Jefferson with 73, one touchdown, 7 receptions. Jordan Addison 63 yards. Others Cam Akers a touchdown. Hawkinson with 52. The Vikings basically did whatever they wanted to. And the Bears' defense, O-line, and offense were terrible this game. It's incredible how bad their offensive line was. Caleb was inefficient, really inefficient in this game today. And it just shows this Bears team, people were so quick to think they were going to be really good or better than this, which I thought they'd be a lot better than this. But man, this is bad for the way the offense is playing lately. You're not going to win games if you're going to play this badly. And it's showing you that there's still issues on this team. The offensive line is legitimately probably the worst thing. They have all these injuries. The defense did not do enough today to keep them within the game. It's 30-12. I mean, they get opportunities. They got that 2-point conversion. Maybe they got 2 more stops. You never know what's going to happen later in this game. But, man, the Vikings sold their soul, and they played good today. Obviously, they made the playoffs, so now they're in line for the first seed. The Vikings, Eagles, and Lions are all 12-2, all fighting for the first seed. We'll see how that goes. And then the Bears' offense, man, was pathetic today. 284 yards, 30 total minutes of possession. They had 16 first downs. They were 1 for 2. We're 1 for 2 on third down and 1 for 3 in the red zone. 1 turnover, 11 rushing yards. This offense was pathetic today. And it just shows you, Caleb, 18 for 31, got to be better than that. Caleb, as great as he is and as young as he is, and there's still things he has to work on. The completions were in it. He was all over the place today. A touchdown. Then Tyson Badgett came in the game for like a few minutes, got 5 yards. Keenan Allen had the 1 touchdown. Then DJ Moore got 70 yards. Swift got 89. Rome had 39. He would have also had a touchdown, but he dropped a terrible one. Yeah, the Bears still have a long way to go. But, man, this offense has to get better. The O-line is killing them. Being 1 for 2 on third down is not going to help you win games. And the fourth down conversions were 0 for 2 on them. Just a lot of unforced errors for this Bears team. And when any little thing could have changed, the Bears made mistakes and they could not afford to win. And in the other game, the Falcons beat the Raiders 15-9 in a game that was decided by a very bad call at the end that costed the Raiders better field position. Falcons won the game, though. Kirk was 117 for 11 for 17. Terrible game from Kirk. 12 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Bijan, 135 yards. Carries his offense. Drake London with a big touchdown. And then Kyle Pitts with 28 yards. Algier with 43. Ray had the drop. Pathetic, terrible game. This game was decided by a call that was not good. What sucks when a game is decided by a call that completely changed this game, because there was 2:50 left at the time the roughing was called. It's incredible, man. However, they were 4 for 13 on third downs. They did not score any points in the red zone until the touchdown that they proceeded to get. Just some issues going on in this game today. And the fact that the Falcons won this game isn't a good enough win. And unfortunately, they're 8-7. I don't know if they're going to be able to make the playoffs. Unfortunately, I don't know if the Commanders and Packers are going to lose out. So, Falcons kind of sold their soul. And the Raiders. Desmond Ridder, 2 picks, a touchdown, 2 for 23 for 39, 208. I will say outside of the roughing the passer call that was abysmal, they had opportunities. They punted several times. The offense could not do anything. They had a chance in this game. The Raiders had many opportunities. But in the late stage of the game, a call of that magnitude completely changed the outcome. There was like 2:30 left. At the time the roughing was called. Proceeded to give the Falcons a first down. However, it didn't really matter much because they didn't get anything. But if they don't call out roughing the passer, it's a easier punt. One, it's a more manageable, it's a better field position for them. And you don't know what would have happened. What if the Falcons had better field position with about 2 minutes left, with at least one timeout left? You don't know what would have happened. Amir Abdul had the touchdown. Jacoby had 59 yards. Brock at 35. McCormick at 28.5. Trey Tucker at 18 yards. This was an awful roughing the passer call. And I completely get that, he's hugging the quarterback, but he hits the arm. He doesn't really hit him in the head. He doesn't go below the waist. So I think this is a terrible call. I think, honestly, you could have not called this. I would not have called that. That completely changed the influence of this game. This is roughing the passer. I've seen worse. I've seen a lot of bad roughing the passer calls, and this is one of them. But this is the NFL, favoritism quarterbacks, and I get it. Quarterback safety is important, but this was gifted. This was a terrible call that completely changed the outcome. And I think 53 is holding the Raider player. So 2 people are holding the Raiders defender. So we could go holding there. The Falcons are holding that guy too. So there are 2 holdings and a roughing the passer on this play. One, terrible call. I cannot believe the refs called this roughing the passer. He didn't force him to the ground. He didn't hit him hard. He didn't just shove him at the end of the play. This was a clean This was just a clean tackle, and the refs called this roughing the passer in a game that was decided by 1 score. Raiders had an opportunity. They had all their timeouts. The Falcons got gifted. At the end of the day, the Raiders had more opportunities. They should have capitalized. After Youngway missed the field goal, and then they threw the pick. The drive prior, when they were driving down the field. So the Raiders have to make more of their opportunities, but this still shows you they just need a quarterback. As good as, even if Desmond wouldn't win you this game, the offense is just really bad, and they have nothing on offense that could get them going.